we're going to have a really lovely, easy flowing practice. It's going to alive and thrive every part of your body. Here's hoping. We're going to start in child's pose, so get something comfy to wear and grab some water, and I will meet you in child's pose.
So here we are in child's pose. Just begin to allow your bottom to be heavy, sink down to the heels, allow the forehead to come to the mat. Reach your hands up towards the front of the mat and just let them heart space here fall down to the mat. Feel the hips beginning to open. And become aware of your breath. Become aware of any part of your body that feels where it's holding tension, and send that intention during your practice to let go, let the muscles just let go. So take 3 big deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale, allow the chest to sink down to the mat. Pull the armpits down towards the mat, finding that lovely stretch under the armpits. Really nice. Slowly push up through your hands with your head off the mat and look down towards the mat. So we're going to really open the chest here by trying to keep the forearms on the mat if that feels comfortable. If it's too much, then just bring the arms off the mat. So just open the chest here, looking down towards the mat, and then slowly bring yourself into a tabletop position and drop the hips. And now we're going to sink down to the mat. So open the back up, push down through the hands, open the chest, and then bend the elbows, sinking your body all the way down to the mat, bringing your forehead to the mat here, and we're going to flow 3 times into Cobra. So push down through the backs of your feet, lift up through the head, push down through the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades back and come up into Cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, Cobra. Open the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, release. Really nice. Now, from here, we're going to curl the toes under, lift the knees, and slowly we're going to see if we can power up into a plank position from here. If it's too much and your arms can't take it, bend your knees and come up into a tabletop and then come into a plank. So you can tabletop, plank. If you want to try powering up and really igniting those muscles into the triceps, lift the knees off the mat, curl the toes, and then slowly exhale. Push up through into your plank position. Hold here, pull the heels down to the mat, and then slowly we're going to hinge those hips, hike them up towards the sky, coming up onto the tiptoes and reaching up into our downward dog. Slowly, let's begin to release those heels down to the mat. Feeling that length happening down the back of the legs. Spread your fingers wide and really push that space between the thumb and the index finger into the mat. Drop your head and allow the head to be super heavy here. And then slowly we're going to begin to walk feet up to meet the hands. So really slowly bend the knees as much as you need to, coming up into this lovely forward fold. Taking your hands to each elbow and just allowing the body coming into this lovely curled fetal inversion. Really feeling the breath working here, allowing the shoulders to fall away from each other. And then really slowly we're going to stack it up, release your hands from the elbows, stack it up into your mountain pose here. So feet hip width apart, open your chest up, bring your arms out either side of you, bringing them up towards the sky here. From here we're going to
reaching them both over to the right. Try and focus on plugging this hip down towards the mat. Try not to fall over here, so really open the chest, open these ribs up here, feeling a really lovely stretch through all of those intercostal muscles. Come back to center, inhale, reach tall, exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach through the fingers, exhale, see if you can reach a little bit further. Pulling the right hip down, come back to center. Now we're going to open up, twist to the right. Really feel that right shoulder being pulled back. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Pull the left shoulder back. Really nice. Try and square the hips here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. And then pull those knuckles down towards the mat, squeezing the shoulder blades back towards each other, opening the chest here. Inhale through the crown of the head. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees and hinge from those hips, slowly coming into our forward fold. Releasing the hands when you get down to the bottom. Bringing your hands to the floor. And then coming up into a halfway lift on an inhale, flattening the back. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, bend the knees, drop the head. Inhale, come up to a halfway lift, flatten the back, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold it into your forward fold. Stepping the right foot back into a high lunge here. So from here, we're going to take the weight into the right hand, easy twist with the left. Bring the left fingers up towards the sky. Really nice. Exhale it down. Inhale, right hand rises. Exhale, bring it down. Whoops. Inhale, step the right foot up into your forward fold. So back into the forward fold, bending the knees and just finding that extra length down the back of the hamstrings now. Inhale, come up into the halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands, step it back with the left foot this time. Take the weight into the left hand, bringing the right fingers up into an easy twist. Pull the core back and see if you can bring the waist down. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left hand rises. Exhale, bring it down. Stepping it back into your forward fold. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, really energizing through the back of the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back into your plank position. Variations of Chaturanga, either drop the knees, cross the ankles, or you can come down in one long line. So, knees and shoulders in line with each other, bend the elbows and really pull those elbows into the side body, come down all the way to the mat, release the ankles, spread your fingers wide, inhale, baby cobra, pull shoulders down away from the ears, exhale, bring it back down to the mat. Again, we have the options of here, of curling the toes under, bending your hips back to meet your heels and then step it into your downward dog, or you can come up from here, lift your knees off the mat like we did before, pushing up through your plank position and then piking the hips up into your downward dog. Really nice. So we're going to inhale, right leg steps up, drop the back heel and then come up onto the fingertips. So ready to come up into your warrior one, bending the front knee. Inhale, reach those fingers up. Exhale, bring the hands together into prayer above your head and drop those thumbs to the base of your spine, opening your chest here. Inhale, look up, open the heart space. Exhale. Inhale, reach those hands up towards the sky. Exhale, pivot into your warrior two. knee stacked over ankle. Try and see if you can really work this thigh by using the bend in your knee, trying to get the hamstring parallel to the mat here. Try and open up both insteps of the feet, pulling the shoulder blades back together here. Really nice. Flip the front hand, we're going to go into reverse warrior. Drop the back hand onto the thigh and then reach up with these right fingers, opening the chest here. So really try and bring these right ribs back around. Be really nice and even with your breath here. If you feel like you can do even more of a mini back bend, just to squeeze that lumbar spine, reach through those fingers, and then slowly we're going to bring that elbow down to the knee and reach the left fingers over for an extended side angle. So those fingers should be in line with the edge of that left foot here. Really nice. Reach through those fingers, opening through the chest, maybe looking underneath the armpit if that feels alright on the neck. Slowly, we're going to take the right hand or the right elbow off the knee for one breath, bringing those hands down to the mat, placing the palm on the mat if that feels okay on the hip. If it doesn't, drop this hand, bring the right hand over the right foot, pivot on the back foot, and then step it back into your downward dog. Really nice. Slow the breath down and clench your jaws. On the next inhale, we're going to do the other side now. So inhale, left leg steps up, drop the back heel, come up into your beautiful warrior one. Inhale through the fingertips. Exhale, bring the hands together into prayer. Bend the elbows, drop those thumbs back to the back of the nape of the neck here. Open the arms, so really pull those elbows back so you get this gorgeous opening through the chest. Sit low. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, warrior two. Pivot the back foot in line with the short end of the mat. Squeezing the shoulder blades back towards each other. Trying to be tall here. Try not hanging into the future. I always have this analogy of warrior two. Try not to try and reach for the future or hang in the past. You really want to be head over heart, heart over hips, and be completely present in the pose here. Pull this knee back so you're using those adductor muscles, being really strong through this warrior pose. Drop the back hand, flip the front hand, and reach up for reverse warrior. Fanning these left ribs open now. Breathing nice and deeply. Slowly we're going to transition into extended triangle, extended side angle. So bring the left elbow to the left knee, reaching the right fingers all the way over our head into that gorgeous long line through the fingers, all the way down through the edges of the right foot. Be really strong here. Trying to open the chest by pulling the shoulder back. Really nice. Very slowly, if it feels okay, you want to make a go of it. Take the left elbow off the left knee, place that hand onto the floor, and then drop this right hand to meet it. Take the left hand over the right foot, left hand over the left foot. Step it back into your downward dog. Really nice. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Jump the back foot in one step. Come into pyramid pose here. So come up onto your fingertips, try and straighten the back and feel that really lovely deep stretch in your hamstring here. Looking down towards the front of the mat, try and be long through the spine, pulling the shoulders away from the ears.
Very slowly, bend that front knee, plant the hands onto the mat and step it back into your downward dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, left leg steps up. Come up onto those fingertips. Jump the back foot in 1 step. Straighten the front leg. Come into pyramid. Maybe just to increase the stretch, I always like to take my toes off the mat here, feeling the deepness happening in the back of the calf. Depending on how you feel, I mean, honestly, every day is different for me. Sometimes I feel so tight that I cringe getting into positions like this, and this is not an easy position for most people to be in. So I know how difficult and deep this stretch is for a lot of people. So just bear with it. Even if you were to do this for 30 seconds every day, it does get easier. It used to be one of my worst poses. But now I know the benefits of the release in the lower back from letting the hamstrings go. So 1 more breath here before we finish off. Plant the hands, bend that knee, send it back into your downward dog. And last downward dog, so really press through all 10 fingers, really putting the heels into the mat, dropping that chest down, and then begin to bend the knees, drop them to the mat, cross your ankles, and then come into a nice cross-legged pose, sitting onto your mat. Just maybe closing your eyes just for a couple of seconds, grounding through those sit bones. Just taking a couple of really slow breaths. Checking in with the body, seeing how it feels after that really lovely 15-minute flow. Hopefully the energy is now flowing really beautifully around the body. Thank you for joining me today. Really look forward to hopefully seeing you tomorrow for it'll be day 16. And as always, if you've liked the video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave us a thumbs up or even subscribe to the channel. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day ahead of you. Namaste.